This is Venice, so it's our new flagship model of the Cine Alta range. So we designed it to the last couple of years to really sit in the high-end cinematography market, and we talked to a lot of customers from DOPs, color graders, on-set DITs, assistants, and so on, to say, okay, what you would like to get the best camera. Our first camera, which is using a full-frame sensor, because we figured out that the demand for larger sensors is getting higher and higher. So as you know, the 55, 65, we are using Super 35s, but because of the need of, or the wish to use anamorphic lenses 4x3 or even 6:5, or even the increase of full-frame lenses nowadays from different manufacturers, we said, okay, let's go full-frame, because then you can decide if you want to go full-frame, anamorphic, spherical, Super 35, and so on. So you're completely flexible what you want to do. The second thing is what we have done, took particular care about skin tones, natural color reproduction, and so on. So we increased the full-frame sensor to 15 plus stops, which is great for HDR shooting or HDR purposes. We are using our 16-bit XOCN recording to have the flexibility in the post. We use the same color filters as the 55 and 65, so that you can get the colors in the post to dial in. But what you also see is the body design itself changed. We keep the small size of the 55, but it's doable like the F65. So it's really complete engineered to survive, I would say. So you can see the assistant panel is on the right-hand side, so where the assistant stands. He has the full control of it, so you can go into the menu. The most important ones, change it. He has the most important ones on the home screen. But sometimes we figured out that also the operator, the cinematographer, wants to change things. So also this means we have a small panel here, a mini panel, where we can change, for example, the exposure index or the ND filter. So inside the Venice body, we have two wheels, and now you can see we have all the 8 stops inside the camera, and you can completely change them directly and quite fast. And the rest of the complete body electronic inside is protected against dust and moisture stuff. So if you shoot in the desert or if you shoot in somewhere where it's quite humid, it doesn't affect the body or the camera at all. So with these 6 screws, so at the moment it's really solid attached to the body, and then underneath we have an E-mount lever lock, so the same as for the FS7. So that means this opens up the full range of E-mount lenses or adapters you can use, even special ones which are not available here. So it doesn't matter if it's PL, anamorphic, spherical, even 65mm lenses, or if you want to go to other lenses by detaching the PL mount. So at the moment, we have 4 SDI here, which are 3G. So that means, as for the other camera which is on the booth, we are running 4 cables to the 4K screen. We have on the roadmap, there is already the plan to go to 12G, so that you just need 1 cable to run in 4K monitor or 4K recorder if you want to have an external recorder. So it's not available yet, 12G, but it will come. So, and then for the outputs, you have proper LEMO and fishhour power outputs. You have a LEMO connector for the viewfinder. So everything which is, as I said, keep the flexibility, but make it really proof to survive the toughest conditions during shooting. So the body-only version, which goes on to S/S cards, which is 4K, not quite full HD. So that means you benefit from the 6K resolution because you're oversampling the image and then you get higher quality 4K image. If you connect the R7, which are on the other 2 cameras, then you can shoot in the future with the upgrade 6K on the R7 recorder in 16-bit. The new sensor will come, then it's possible to keep the body, exchange the block, and then ready to go. Availability is targeted for February next year. So price point is not fixed yet, so we are in discussion. Tentative list price, but really tentative, it can change, is about 37,000 euros. And then the full frame and anamorphic are on a license scheme, so weekly, monthly or permanent. This will come on top.